Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Alright, and welcome back to the Timbliest friend that you ever have known. That's right. I don't care how many other Tim Friend imitators you have in your life. I'm the only one that matters. Me. It's me. Finally, now I'm getting into the fucking headspace of a YouTuber. Oh no. I don't know. I've said it before, I've said it 1,000 times, I don't super gel with the sort of influencer vlogger personality type, and that's almost definitely to my detriment when it comes to making YouTube videos and getting, you know, the subscriber count. Another experience share? Great, I'll put it on the pile. Do I have a pile in this one? I don't remember if I have a pile. But I don't super gel with that personality. It will never feel super genuine to me. So I want to be calm and cute and earnest and all the things that I am in the for real life, where I'm just opening my mouth and having my brain pop out. And when I open my mouth and my brain pop out, it's not that so fucking welcome back to hey everybody, it's Butt Monkey 99 here with some more pro tips. That's not me. That ain't what I do. I'm here and I'm with you and we're together, and that's what I want it to be. I've said it before. I'll say it again, and I know that's repetitive, but I want to be the type of Let's Player that you could fall asleep to if you want to, and that's fine. That's not less valid than being a Let's Player that you just fucking are riveted to or paying attention to. I want to be able to soothe you. I want you to be able to feel comfortable here, because not everyone will feel comfortable everywhere else, and sometimes your brain keeps putting things into your head. I speak from personal experience. Sometimes brains put things in people's heads that are deleterious, are bad for them, intrusive thoughts. And so it's nice to have a place where you can go, where you can have someone talk to you and tell you that you're not awful, because you're probably not awful. Listen, if you're here and you're enjoying Tim Friend, you're probably not awful. I can't remember where I heard this, so please, someone tell me, if they know. But someone once said somewhere, maybe I'll fucking look it up. Who am I kidding? I will never do that. That all the wrong people hate themselves. And that's so, that lines up within my line of thinking, where sometimes myself or Julia friend will have like I'm worried I'm being an asshole. And like one of the truths is that if you're worried about your being an asshole, then you're probably not being as much of an asshole as you are worried about being. Just because the people who would be the assholes would not worry about that shit. It would come more naturally to them. But that doesn't stop our brains from going like, you said this 8 years ago? You stupid idiot. Why do you deserve to be alive when so many others have died? Oh, so many other better people have died. But you who once said you too to a fucking waiter when they said enjoy, you're a monster. You're an animal. You're a beast of the trees and the skies, but you should get out of the cities and go back to the wilderness where you belong. But that's like our brains are wrong sometimes. It's also the reason why I don't believe in ghosts. That's where my brain went right now. I'm sorry to derail, but I'm a massive derailer of conversations. But our brains lie to us. They're not telling us all the things that are correct, even though that's the only things we can trust is our own brain. We just sort of have to trust that other people are real and other people's perceptions of reality are occasionally valid, and we have to try to create a shared reality where we can all exist. And part of that is deciding that not everything your brain tells you about yourself or about other people is correct. Even though, like, it might be, it's incredibly complicated. It's hard to talk about people without, like, comparing them. Like, if I was going to talk about, like, my friend Jorm, he's a nerd, so like, that's already like a fucking category I'm giving him. Fuck, I've talked about categories so often. I talked about it all through my last session of my Wind Waker playthrough. But categorizing people as like, oh, he's a nerd, he's a dork, he's a company man, he's a whatever, is just our brains taking shortcuts. And just because our brain is telling us that shortcut is the thing, that cannot and does not represent the totality of a person. And so it's important to be able to take perspective and see, like, okay, well, what is my brain snap judging this person as? What is my brain telling me about this, rather than what is my snap judgment about this? Because it might not be the same thing sometimes, and you have to be, aware. Nostalgia is the same way. Like, I fucking love, I'm playing fucking Pokemon, so that's gotta be some nostalgia in there, right? Absolutely, of course it is. I have a lot of warm feelings associated with the mechanics of Pokemon. What an incredible TM. I'll put it on the pile. A lot of warm feelings associated with the mechanics of Pokemon, but like, it took me a long time to sort of understand that they're not like my favorite. I don't play games other than Pokemon that are like Pokemon because they're often fucking like boring. I don't know. Like, there's the grindy part of Pokemon, and like the way that dude dropped it right outside his house. Fucking real man of genius in that yellow roof house. The grindiness of Pokemon has been much diluted in recent generations, and I think it's for the better. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia. I had a really good time with Pokemon Gold and Silver, and also Red and Blue. But my smart brain knows that as much as like I have happy emotions tied to those games, going back and playing them, as made, unaltered, would be super boring for me. It's not, and I just was in a better space when I was able to enjoy them. And I think that a lot of people don't, I guess, try to separate out their nostalgic feelings about something from the reality of that thing. And I think that also applies to how people think about other people and how people think about themselves. Like, if you have a very good opinion of yourself, that might be obscuring some of the bad parts about yourself. And if you have a very bad view of yourself, you might be obscuring some of the good things some of the good traits that you have. And the same applies for other people. If I fucking got cut off by a dude in traffic because I live in California, California, I'd be like, fuck that guy. But I mean, I have cut people off in traffic, and I don't think I'm a bad person. I just think I'm a dumb person. So people are more complicated than people give each other and themselves credit for, and it's hard to, in the moment, think of a person as a person instead of an act that you saw them do, or a sentence that you heard them say, or something you didn't hear them say, or something you didn't see them do, or something like that. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Fucking rewind the episode, you figure it out. I don't know. Snap judgments about games? Snap judgments about people? God, fucking something, right? Anyway, I really hate that all these fucking trainers have these cool-ass Pokemon, because it's really putting a lot of experience on Ava here, who is cranking up the levels. Let's just use strengths. Get it over with. Acupressure. God, what a wild move. It just boosts one stat by 2 stages. What a crazy move that is. It could be amazing, but it's like, what if it was like critical or something like that? That'd be awesome. Alright, I'm gonna throw an experience share onto Hargon, because Ava's getting a lot of experience. Let's give one to Hargon, and let's give one to Dangerine, so that if we have to switch to Ava, at least the experience that she gets will be much lessened. It'll be drastically reduced because it'll be split amongst 4 people instead of 2 people. I fucking love this gear. Look at him go! Fucking spinning around. It's me. Me out there. I haven't skied in years. My grandfather was always a massive skier, but he tried to help me learn the gentleman's art of skiing, but never really took in my idiot child's brain that just wanted to go home and play. Honestly, probably just go home and play Pokemon. If we're being 100% real with each other, that's probably what I wanted to fucking do. But I remember going to the mountains with my cousins on my mother's side and having a really good time learning to snowboard, and then staying inside a warm resort, and playing video games. That's probably what happened. I remember that's where I first played Donkey Konga. God, what a good time that was. I don't even know if it's a good game anymore, but fuck. That's something I will never play again, but it made a lasting impression on me because it's how I learned the song Rock Lobster. Very important. Let's see. It taught me Oye Como Va. Let's see. What's another Donkey Konga song? Oh, fucking All the Small Things. I learned all the small things from Donkey Konga. What a silly world I am living in. This is a pretty good indicator of how pop culture deprived I was as a child, and by choice. I usually only was confident enough to seek out things that I already liked, which was vanishingly small things, like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time. But that Donkey Konga, not Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Nintendo and Yu-Gi-Oh! Donkey Konga taught me pop songs from like the fucking 90s and shit like that, and weirder shit like Rock Lobster, and what a weird thing. What a weird moment in time. A moment in my life. Another fucking Zangoose? Get out of here, Zangoose. Ain't no one care about you. I do. I'm sorry, Zangoose. I care very much about you. Embargo is a dumb move, though, Zangoose. You shouldn't have that. You shouldn't use it. No one should. How many Pokemon does this person have? One more? All right, let's just use Charg Beam and miss, and then it taunts, and then the hail hits it, and the hail hits me. And we all just kind of goof around with each other. Not like I'm gonna use fucking Light Screen on you, Zangoose. I just want to use Charg Beam. I want you to fall down. Oh my God, 2 misses. Crush Claw. Uh-oh. Woo! 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 Please die to hail, Zangoose. Zangus? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, after that, pretty near miss against Skier Bjorn. Next time on Tim Friend, probably more incoherent ramblings. Alright, bye everybody.
We're Tim Friend.